Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location on a Saturday afternoon at the ROC in St. Louis Park. We are bringing you girls varsity hockey featuring the St. Louis Hopkins Park Royals, I believe they're called. And when they merged the teams, they took the Royals nickname, taking on a team I've never heard of before, but of course we know where it is, the Lake Shore Storm. Obviously, merge of several schools up there. I'm not sure which they are. I'll try to find that out at the intermission, but the Lake Shore Storm in from the North Shore of Lake Superior to take on St. Louis Park on a very special day here for hockey in St. Louis Park. This is the inaugural Celly Day, and that is short for Celebrating Hopkins Park Hockey. And they have had hockey games that started at 10 a.m. in the rec center right behind us. We're at the ROC, the outdoor rink, which is a spectacular location with bent wood arches, a nice overhang, and the outdoor elements in play. It's almost like an outdoor game. In fact, it is an outdoor game with a little bit of a roof. So glad you're with us. My name is Robert Christensen. Now, St. Louis Park, early in the season here, they're looking for their first win at home, and what a better day to do it than on Celly Day in St. Louis Park. I'll speak a little bit more about that as the game progresses, but we're underway here in St. Louis Park, streaming live on YouTube. This is ParkTV 16 Sports, and we're underway, 17 minutes on the clock, and the Storm control the puck on the initial face-off. At mid-ice now, that was number 7 for the Storm. Her name is Nia Thorson. She's their leading goal scorer early and assist leader, 3 goals and 3 assists. Keep an eye on number 7 for the Storm. They're all in black going right to left, and St. Louis Park have some nifty new uniforms, it appears to me. Bright orange and blue. Looks good out there. All right, now the puck at mid-ice, and that's number 15, Voigt, coming right in and gets a shot on goal for the first one of the match. That's number 15. Cass Voigt, just a freshman out there, forces a face-off that'll come to the right of the goaltender for the Storm. That is Emmy Bentler, also a freshman. Okay, face-off to her right. Puck comes into the near corner. Getting there first is the Storm's number 15. That is Gula Mega first. And now the puck back into the St. Louis Park zone and picked up there by number 12 on the defense. That is Hazel Schenkelberg. She's their leading scorer for St. Louis Park. 5 goals, 1 assist on the year. Now the Storm in their own end, played forward by number 15. Again, that is Meg Gifford. Now the Storm control in the St. Louis Park Hopkins zone. Outlet pass, gets through into the neutral ice. Chasing it for the Royals is number 18. That is Louisa Beach. And now she'll chase the puck all the way into the corner. That was number 44, Lucy Johnson, who has 2 goals, 3 assists early in the season. Keep an eye on her for the offensive power for St. Louis Park. Now skating it in, number 5 for St. Louis Park. That is Ella Kethke, and she puts the shot on goal, and that's going to be another save for the goaltender for the Storm, Emmy Bentler. And now she'll face her second face-off in her own end, this time to her left. 15:21 to go, period number 1. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Controlling the face-off, that was number 11, Geyser, for the Royals. Now puck on the far side, getting there first is the Storm as they try to clear the zone, and they do successfully, but it's picked up again by number 15. That is Cass Voigt. Voigt now tried to get it ahead to number 5, Kethke. At neutral ice, now picked up by number 4 for the Storm, Haley Kornacek, and she tries to skate in the zone, but it's picked up and intercepted by the Orioles, or the Royals. Now puck at neutral ice, picked up by number 19, that is Stella Lapointe. Coming right in, tough angle shot and a save, nicely done by Helen Sauter, the junior goaltender for the Royals. Now here comes the Storm again. That's number 8 along the near boards. Berkeley Hoff now on the far side. Collision there. The puck left by itself momentarily. Now here comes St. Louis Park with some nifty stick handling by number 20. That is Sydney Swartzentruber. Now at mid-ice, Storm foray into the Royal zone. Poke checked away, and then a shot from right about the blue line on net and going down to her knees, Helen Sauter to make that tricky save, and that will stop the clock with 14:03 remaining. No score so far. Again, the Royals looking for their first win here on Selly Day in St. Louis Park, celebrating Hopkins St. Louis Park hockey. And that celebration encompasses all ages, mites, bantams, midgets. They had the young girls in the locker room. They had them out there for the introduction. And a great experience, I'm sure, for those young kids, as well as the high schoolers. Okay, now play back underway. We're under 14 to go in period number 1. Storm keeping it at the point on that far side, comes all the way through behind the net. Now picked up again by the Storm on the rebound as they are now controlling the puck here. Now that pass intercepted nicely by number 12 for the Royals. That is Hazel Schenkelberg coming right in, and she gets the puck poke checked away, but she regains control, backhands in, just eludes the goaltender on the left side. Now the Storm pick it up behind their own net. They'll skate to the near side. That is number 19 for the Storm, LaPointe. Park try to keep it in. Now puck loose in their own zone, taken right back away by 20, Sydney Schwartzentruber. And now back out to mid-ice as the Storm relieve the pressure and comes all the way back into their own zone, played by number 24, Summer Suhr. Now at mid-ice. Into the St. Louis Park zone. Centering pass, no one there. Now the big windup from the top of the circle by number 18 for the Storm, makes it all the way to the goaltender. She makes the save. That was, again, Stella LaPointe raising the big stick there. She didn't get a lot on it, however, and the save easily made by Helen Sauter. All right, now face-off controlled by the Storm, now behind the net, number 24 for Hopkins. Again, Suhr, wrist shot, up high in front. Turning on it was number 2, trying to get a shot off, Sydney Erickson. And now into the corner, Storm control. At the point, number 18, Louisiana Beach gets it on net, and another save by Helen Sauter, and that will stop the clock with 12:09 remaining, period number 1. And so far, the busier goaltender has been Helen Sauter, the junior, facing several shots here in the last few moments as the Storm have applied the pressure here. Neither team has had golden scoring opportunities, but both have put pucks on the net. Now back into the Storm zone on offense. Centering pass right there in front. That puck was intended for number 5, Kaylee Ernst, and she almost got a stick on it. That was a nice pass from the corner by number 12, Hazel Schenkelberg. Almost resulted in the goal, and then they sneak it in. Number 11 from behind the net. Katie Geiser, the senior, quietly and stealthily came right around the back of the net and snuck it in behind the goaltender for the Storm. And that puts St. Louis Park Hopkins up top 1-0 here in the first. Right there, they never saw it coming. What a brilliant goal by number 11, Katie Geiser. And that is got to be a confidence booster for the St. Louis Park Hopkins Royals. And they lead 1-0, but now the Storm after the ensuing face-off, and a great glove save by number 33, Helen Sauter. Great job by her with authority and flair. She grabbed that with her left glove, brought a roar of approval from the home fans, and they are clearly energized by that goal and that save. Now face-off to Sauter's right, controlled by the North Shore Storm. Now puck on net. Sauter tried to make the save, but her teammate came around and said, let's play on. Now the Storm take it right back behind the net, a turnover. Hopefully it won't prove costly for St. Louis Park. Storm looking to tie it up here, now taken away by number 20. That is Schwartzentruber. And she gets to mid-ice, and now she gets skated off the puck, and now they'll regroup back in their own zone. Now picked up by number 10 for the Storm. That is Bright. Now at the top of the circle, wrist shot right on goal, handled by Sauter. wasn't able to control the puck. Now St. Louis Park behind their own net in the corner. That's Leanna Hess, the sophomore. Now another wrist shot from the point, right in front, the rebound. Nobody there on defense, and Sauter comes up big with another save. She has been one busy bee here in the first period, and we still have 10:44 to go. And St. Louis Park Hopkins leads 1-0 here on Celebrating Hockey Day in St. Louis Park. The inaugural Celly Day. Glad to be here, our annual foray, bringing you a broadcast in this gorgeous rink here, the ROC. All right, now face-off controlled by the Storm again. They seem to be controlling it, but here's who's in control right now. Number 12, that is Schenkelberg. Coming right in, wrist shot on net, save by Bentler. And that'll bring another face-off to the goaltender for the Storm. Bentler making another save on her behalf, and now the face-off. Nice move there by number 12 for St. Louis Park. Hazel Schenkelberg, just a freshman out there, showing some brilliance, skating and creating shooting opportunities, scoring opportunities. Okay, now the Storm following the face-off, trying to break out of their own zone. Higher in the corner there. And coming away, that's again Schenkelberg. Moves it ahead to number 44. That's Lucy Johnson. She has 2 goals, 3 assists in this early season. Now here come the Storm breaking out. Number 9 with the puck. Coming over to the neutral zone, that is Renee Costley. She gets skated off, and now we're gonna have a whistle. And could it be our first penalty, or maybe that was an offsides? Looks like an offsides. I was just happened to be looking down when that whistle was blown, but yes, offsides. Now Storm. 9:51 remaining, period number 1. Good game so far. St. Louis Park Royals lead 1-0. Good action on both ends on the offense. Good hockey here. All right, now number 9. That is Harmstad. Coming in and around the corner, looking. Lots of speed there, and now a miscommunication and a breakaway possibly for number 16. That's Walker coming right in, and she gets skated, and there's going to be a penalty as she goes head first into the boards, and that's going to be a tripping. Don't know if they're going to call a penalty shot here. Judge for yourself on the replay. Coming in there, she's just trying to skate her off there. It didn't look very blatant to me. She may have taken a dive there slightly, but it did result in the penalty, and now the first player advantage will go to the North Shore Storm. Down 1-0, 9:29 remaining in first period, 2 minutes on the clock, and we're underway with the player advantage. I'll listen to the PA announcer for the call. 2 minutes for hooking is the call. Now let's see, the Storm have been controlling the puck in the offensive zone when they were at even strength. Let's see if they can improve on that with a player advantage, but not if Lucy Johnson has anything to say about it, as she is causing all kinds of problems, and now she goes down right in front of the referee, no call. Now North Shore breaks it out on the near boards. That is number 7, Nia Thorson, their leading scorer, and it's poke checked away, creating a breakaway. Number 20 for St. Louis Park, Sydney Schwarzentruber. Shorthanded attempt by Lucy Johnson. Puck is loose right in front. Nobody there to put it away. Great excitement while they're shorthanded. 9 seconds remaining in the player advantage. But for which team, you might ask? St. Louis Park looked really good on that penalty kill. Almost got their second goal of the night. 8:27 remaining. Oh, there's 56 seconds remaining in the player advantage. I got a partial obstruction of the penalty clock there to look like 9 seconds, but now I see 48 to go here for the North Shore Storm as they try to even it up here, as they withstood that barrage of flurry shots by St. Louis Park Hopkins. Now Thorson, number 7 in the corner, now to the point. Slap shot, deflected in front, now into the near corner, played behind the net. Thorson now can't get a handle on it. Over there to help her for St. Louis Park, number 16, Raina Steckline, the junior. Now into the corner for number 10. That is Bright for the Storm. Now in the corner, Thorson. Look at the clock, 13 seconds remaining in the player advantage. 7:40 to go in period number 1. St. Louis Park trying to break out, and they do with 3 seconds remaining in the player advantage. Coming along the near boards is number 18 as she goes down. That is Louisa Beach, and play goes on, no call. Now Scheckelberg, Hazel comes in short-sided to try to get it in there. Not quite, that brought an ooh and an awe from the crowd on that shot. Hazel Schenkelberg showing a burst of speed. Now she's got it again. Great skater she is, coming in, breaks in, and nice poke checked away, and a trip, and they're gonna call it. Scheckelberg goes down, it's gonna go against the Storms, number 15, Julia McGiffert is gonna go to the cooler for 2 minutes on that trip. Schenkelberg able to sell that to the referee, and I don't think it wasn't much of a sell job. That was a trip. And now 2 minutes for St. Louis Park. They lead 1-0 with 7:01 to go, and Schenkelberg will take the draw. Number 12 impressing here, just a freshman out there. She's got 5 goals on the year already in 4 games and an assist. That is a stellar scoring pace. All right, now behind the net is number 21, the Storm, Sarah Stauber. And that puck comes all the way back to Sauter, the goaltender, and they'll regroup behind the net. For St. Louis Park Hopkins is number 4, Leanna Hess. And now the Storm putting on a decent forecheck. They finally break it out of their own zone. Number 11 skates to the near side. That is Katie Geiser. She comes in looking for someone in the middle. Now Lucy Johnson with the wrist shot from a 45-degree angle. And that is scooped up and gloved by the goaltender for the Storm, Emmy Bentler, also a freshman out there. 1:27 remaining in the player advantage on the tripping call against the Storm. 6:28 remaining in the period. And I'll remind you, you are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us on this really kind of gray day in Minnesota, but it's 41 degrees. Not bad out here to be watching a hockey game. Not a lot of wind through here either. Perfect night for this. Okay, now St. Louis Park with it. Number 18 in their own zone. That is Beach, tries to skate out. Storm player goes down, no call. Now into the Storm zone, coming right back to neutral ice. Voigt slaps it into the zone, and they will chase it. Getting there first for the Storm was number 21, Stauber, now in front. Puck caroms to the near boards. Picked up by 21 for St. Louis Park. That's Hellstrom. Now on the power play, centering pass to Hellstrom. Couldn't get a stick on it. Now she does. Puck still loose. Wide in front, it hit the post, and it goes across the goal, and it's in. And it's the second goal for St. Louis Park. They kept at it, persistence-wise, and on the doorstep. As it hit the post on the right, came across the crease, and let's see who got that goal. There was a cross-check right there that went uncalled. And there she kept her balance. I'm just looking at number 5 in front of the net. That is Ketke, if I'm pronouncing it right. I hope I am. And just sticking in there, hanging in there with it. Number 21 was Hellstrom, and then it goes off the post right across, and there it gets poked in. I'll have to listen to the PA announcer, Howard, as to who got that goal. I couldn't see the number. Cass Voigt gets the goal, the freshman, 2-0. So 2-0, 5:22 to go. What a great start for St. Louis Park. They came into this game once again 0-4, looking to get their first win of the year, and they're up 2-0 at home on Celebrating Hockey Day, the inaugural event. Now here comes Scheckelberg, seemingly wide open, tried to get back in, and a nice poke check by the Storm's number 16. That was Walker. Now back the other way, wide open right in front, the back and forth. I think they did one pass too many there, and now they blow it dead. Wow, that was trouble for St. Louis Park. Hopkins on that breakaway. Watch this pass. I think there was one pass too many right there. I think she should have went right for the net. When you got the chance, you got to deliver that puck. And that pass allowed the goaltender, Sauter, to recover just enough to prevent the goal. They're going to be wishing that one later tonight if they don't come out successful, I believe, the North Shore Sharm. All right, now they win the face-off, and both teams at full strength now. Meanwhile, Thorson in the corner trying to battle for the Storm. Now, nice, nifty stick work there, but can't keep it in the zone. And now another breakaway. It's Voigt all alone. Wrist shot, rebound, misses behind the net. My goodness, what an exciting hockey team this is. St. Louis Park Hopkins. They've got some real talent out there, showing some brilliance here at home. Now here comes the North Shore Storms, number 10. That is Bright along the near boards. Picked up by number 11 for the Royals, Katie Geyser. Geyser still fighting there on the far boards. Centering pass, nobody there for the Storm except for number 16 for the Royals, Raina Steckline. And now the puck back out to neutral ice, picked up by number 4. That is Konarczyk. And now St. Louis Park Hopkins will dump it into the zone and change on the fly. 3:46 remaining and counting in period number 1. Now the interception by Schenkelberg again, the quick wrist shot from the near angle. Boy, she's been trying to thread that needle from both sides all throughout the first period. Now she almost comes away with it again, gives it up to number 5, the quick wrist shot, and reaching for a nice save. And some contact after the play. A little pushing and shoving out there. Both teams trying to establish dominance. Good stuff here with 3.5 to go in the period. And St. Louis Park Hopkins looking for more here before the intermission. Now face-off to Bentler's left, controlled by St. Louis Park. Quick wrist shot. My goodness, that just missed the crossbar. What a shot by number 5, Kepke. Now back in their own zone, played by number 4. That's Hess. And ahead to Schenkelberg, she gets it taken away nicely. Pickpocketed actually by number 2 for the Storm, Erickson. And now the speedy St. Louis Park, they almost had a critical interception there, and it may be right on net, the wrist shot and the pushing from behind, and it's getting a little rough out here late in the first period. 3:02 remaining. Great atmosphere, great music, good sound system, good fans, exciting hockey. What more would you want on a November Saturday before Thanksgiving? Okay, now here comes, that's number 11. Geyser tried to clear it, but kept in just barely by the Storms. They wave off the offsides. Now the St. Louis Park Royals trying to eke it out of there. Storm looking to get on the board here before the end of the period. 2:42 remaining. St. Louis Park tried to break it up, but it was taken back right by McGiffert for the Storm. Now it finally comes out to neutral ice, and it's picked up quickly, though, by number 18. Again, that is Bentler, Addison Bentler. Not to be confused with Emmy Bentler in the goal. All right, now Storm trying to keep the pressure on as we approach the 2-minute mark here in period number 1. Picked up by Geyser, and she'll dump it all the way down, and they are going to wave off icing as it was touched there at mid-ice. And getting there first was, I believe, is that Schenkelberg? She goes down. I'll say this about St. Louis Park Hopkins Royals girls hockey. They are not afraid to mix it up in the corners. Now, Storm coming out to neutral ice. Played by number 9, that is Harmston. Now Hess. Hess kicks it to herself. That's a legal move in hockey as long as you're not kicking it to someone else. Now coming right in, Lucy Johnson right on the doorstep, poke checked away. Schenkelberg gets a stick on it, turns and wheels and fires, and it gets blocked in front. Now picked up by the Storm with 1:23 to go as they break out. Now they'll skate for it, and it's going to be between Harmiston and number 8 for the Storm. That is Hoff. And now the puck comes to the point, and a wide open wrist shot gets blocked away by Stodder. 1 minute remaining in the period. Wrist shot again from the point, gets all the way through. Puck loose and a goal by the Storm. Number 7, I believe, Thorson, got the rebound and puts the Storm on the board. And just like that, that puck was bouncing around like a pinball, and it finally popped open for, I believe that was Thorson on the right slot coming in on the back end of this play. Here's the rebound, nice tough shot there. There, it bounced around, stick, and then right there it goes in. I didn't see exactly how it went into the net, so we'll have to listen to the PA announcer for the official call, but it appeared to me that number 7 for the Storm. Nope, number 8, Berkeley Hoff, the sophomore forward, gets credit for the goal. And that assist has to go to Sarah Stauber, who I believe started it with that tricky wrist shot from the point. It was bouncing a little bit, got bounced around, and then ended up into the net on the pinball type goal there. All right, 30 seconds remaining in the period. St. Louis Park Hopkins, 2-0 lead. They're gonna have one more rush, maybe 2 here before the end of the period. That is number 21, Hellstrom. Now on the far side, Ketke. And now here comes the Storm with 13.5 seconds to go. They've got to break away almost, and a nice poke check away by number 15 for St. Louis Park. That was Cass Voigt, the freshman. Outstanding, entertaining hockey here, and now there's the signal to end period number 1. So from the ROC, after 1 period complete, St. Louis Park Hopkins 2, North Shore Storm 1. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Stay with us for period number 2.
We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. This afternoon we are at the ROC, the Recreational Outdoor Center, located in the heart of St. Louis Park, a community center right next to the REC, where there's a couple of rinks in there. And we are celebrating hockey in St. Louis Park Hopkins. It's called Selly Saturday for short. It's the name of their first annual Hopkins Park Hockey Day, where many of the youth teams will be playing here today, in addition to the high school, JV, and varsity teams. There'll be games for 10 and under, 12 and under starting at 10:30 this morning. It occurred. Young players that will skate on ice and go into the locker room with the varsity team. It's really an opportunity for the high school and youth programs to support each other by all playing at the same location on the same day. And speaking of playing, we're underway here in period number 2. My name is Robert Christensen. St. Louis Park leads 2-1. And we're underway. They're in orange and blue. They'll be going from right to left, and it's been a very entertaining first period. I think there's going to be more of the same as the North Shore Storm come right in on the left side. That's Thorson for the Storm, putting the goal on net, and Stauber with the save for St. Louis Park. Just underway, period number 2. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. Okay, now face off to Sauter's right. She had a very busy first period as the Storm peppered her with many shots, and she allowed one in at the end of period number 1. Prior to that, St. Louis Park had a 2-0 lead, and they're going to try to add to that right now. That is Hess, number 4, trying to skate out of her zone, but it gets poked off her stick by the Storm's number 10, who is Hayden Brigham. And now the shot just misses by number 8 for the Storm. That was Berkeley Hoff. And now the puck will come all the way back into the Storm zone, and they wave off icing. Playing it behind the net is number 21 for the Storm. That's Sarah Stauber. And that outlet pass kept in the zone nicely at the point by number 5. That was Ketke. And now the Storm will break out into the neutral zone on their second offensive rush of the second period. Coming in on the far side, that's number 9 for the Storm, Reese Costley. Now into the corner. Park Hopkins trying to clear the zone here early on here in the first period. Just under 16 minutes to play. And the centering pass right in front, almost getting a stick on it, was number 7, Thorson. And that was a nifty play by the Storm. Actually, that was number 8, Berkeley Hoff trying to put it past the goaltender Stauber, but she makes her second save of the second period. Face off to her right, 15:21 remaining, period number 2. Puck controlled by number 16 for St. Louis Park, Raina Steckline. And they're unable to clear the zone, kept in, played in that far side by number 9 for the Storm. That is Reese Costley. And now a weak shot gets intercepted in front by St. Louis Park, but they are having a little difficulty clearing the zone here early in the second. And now the puck comes rink wide to the near side, played by Hellstrom, number 21, Casey Hellstrom, the junior forward, and finally they get it back out to neutral ice, but the Storm still controlling the puck. Now they give it up on the interception. That's number 15, Cassidy Voigt, coming right in, and she gets skated off the puck as it comes to the near side. Now at the neutral zone, the Storm looking to tie it up here in the second. They play it at neutral ice. That's number 15, Julia McGiffert for the Storm, now coming away with it, backhanding it into the zone with Kethke for St. Louis Park, and somehow it ends up at the goal crease, and it's smothered by the goaltender for the Storm. That's Emmy Bentler, the freshman, and now the first face-off in the Storm zone will come at 14:18 of the second period. And quickly the face-off now to Bentler's right. Puck loose, and now the Storm, they've controlled most of the face-offs throughout this match, and now here's Thorson, their leading scorer, skating in on the near boards, centering pass right in front, nobody home. Getting there a little late was number 10, Hayden Bright. Couldn't quite get there in time, but that was a nice centering pass by Thorson, and now that puck looked like it might have been a pass, comes all the way in, save now will be credited to Helen Sauter, the junior goaltender. Now that's a little bit more of a shot with pace on it. And another save by Sauter. And the Storm dominating puck possession here in the first moments of the second period. Now puck behind the net. St. Louis Park struggling here to clear the zone again. And now that puck goes high and almost gloved, but deflected off by Sauter. And it's loose now in the near corner. Centering pass again, and going down with St. Louis Park. And now they come out with it. That is number 20 for St. Louis Park, Sydney Schwartzentruber. And now Scheckelberg tried to get the return pass and couldn't quite get it to go. And a nifty save by the goaltender, Emmy Bentler, right here, coming right in on the doorstep. And she gets tackled right in front. No call on that play. That's a mystery right there. And now, meanwhile, prior to that, this was the deflected shot that she tried to glove. Nevertheless, effectively made the save all the same. Now, face-off in the Storm zone. St. Louis Park Hopkins trying to keep it in the zone. It comes out to neutral ice. And Lucy Johnson along the near boards, right where we are located here, and the Storm break away with it. They push it forward into the zone. Getting there first for St. Louis Park is 24. That is Summersur, the junior. And now an icing call will come against St. Louis Park, and that'll stop the clock with 12:42 to go here, second period. Our score still 2-1, which is where it was at the end of the first period. St. Louis Park Hopkins changing on the stoppage. Getting some fresh blood out there. That'll be number 12, Hazel Schenkelberg, the freshman, to take the draw for the Royals. She'll go against number 9 for the Storm. That's Reese Costley, the sophomore. And puck controlled by Schenkelberg. Comes around quickly. A little tie up there with the referee. Hindered St. Louis Park there briefly. Geyser, number 11, who got the match's first game in the first period. Now here comes St. Louis Park. They'll try the other side to break out. And a nice pass, and Schenkelberg, look at how well she can skate as she took that pass, skating backwards, made a turn and transition to bring it in. But nice defense by number 18 for the Storm, Addison Bentler, prevented the shot on goal. And now a possible breakaway coming over though, Geyser to cut off the angle, and she'll check the puck away. And now Geyser and St. Louis Park's number 21, Casey Hellstrom, will try on the offensive own. Now here comes Hellstrom. She skates across the line, and it's going to be whistled offside, and that will stop the clock with 11:58 remaining in period number 2. And we'll chance to remind you, you are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Now, face-off just outside the blue line. Control still up in the air. Looks like St. Louis Park will control, and they'll regroup with Hess. She'll play and wind back around. Almost faked out her teammate who was expecting a pass as she fell down, and now the turnover, and the Storm have it. Number 19 along the near side, Stella Lapointe. And that puck comes all the way out to neutral ice. Getting there for the Storm is Sarah Stauber, 21. Now lead pass right on target to number 4. That's Komarek coming right in on the doorstep, and Stoddard makes another save. She's having a brilliant afternoon here at the ROC in St. Louis Park, coming up with another big save for Hopkins Park. Right there. And that pass met at the blue line was the best pass I've seen tonight. And that was a great pass by the Storm that created that scoring opportunity. Okay, 11:16 to go. The face-off was to Stauder's right. Now it's mired along the far boards in the zone, and St. Louis Park comes away with it. And they try to clear the zone. They do, and a nice pass and a breakaway, a mini one for number 20. That is Schwartzentruber coming right in, and the save made by Bettler. And now the puck comes quickly out to neutral ice, and number 11, Geyser, comes over to cut off that break, and that'll end up back behind the net. Now Park trying to keep the pressure on in the Storm zone. No score here yet in the second period. 2-1 after the first, and now the Storm come away with it in their own zone, and an aggressive forecheck keeps that puck deep in the Storm zone. Now the puck mired up again. Now at the point, the top of the circle by Geyser. That shot hits the backboards behind the net, off the mark. Kept in on the corner by number 20, Schwartzentruber. And the Storm now finally break it out with Thorson as she pushes it into the zone, and she'll change on the fly. They wave off the offsides and the icing, as she did get a touch on that. Now Lucy Johnson has it at mid-ice. She's surrounded by Storm players, didn't have a lot of help. She'll skate back around as they regroup and try to come in more together on the next rush. Now intercepted back in the zone by the Storm, Sarah Stauber. Stauber now skates it up to mid-ice, and now it's poked into the zone by number 9, Reese Costley. Getting there, though, is Hess for St. Louis Park. And now it comes out, and it's on the stick of number 15. Of course, that is Cass Voigt. Now at neutral ice. Great up and down skating contest here in the second period. Behind the net now, number 21, that's Sarah Stauber. Storm break it out to neutral ice, but it's picked up again by Park Hopkins, Amelia Harmston. And now back into the Storm zone, and this time they blow the whistle. And that'll be an icing on Park Hopkins. That stops the clock here in the second period with 9:19 remaining. And there's that last scoring opportunity that goes by the wayside for the Royals of Park Hopkins. And now a face-off to their junior goaltender's left, Helen Sauter. Controlled by St. Louis Park. They're doing a little better job on the face-off here in the second period than they did in the first. Winning that one easily, and now the puck back into the Storm zone. Getting there again quickly with Sarah Stauber. She seems to be everywhere for the Storm. Now the wrist shot from the circle, taken by number 5, Ella Kepke. Or is it Kothi? I got to get the pronunciation of that. All right, now far side, picked up by the Storm. And they'll break it out on the left side. She's got a little bit of daylight, but it gets cut off quickly by number 21, Casey Hellstrom, the junior forward. Now Geyser behind the net. Gets deflected to the near corner. Picked up by number 16 for St. Louis Park, Raina Steckline. Now Steckline tries to play it. Excuse me, that was Hellstrom, I should say. Now the Storm's number 15, Julia McGifford. And it gets poke check back into the corner. Schenkelberg, number 12, trying to get it. Now they cause the turnover in their own zone, and they get it right back. And now it's on the stick of Thorson, their leading scorer. Crosswise pass, shot taken by number 10, Bright. And it is whistled dead with 8:08 to go. There's that nice pass right on the stick, the quick wrist shot. And where did that puck end up? Out of play, I imagine, so that'll bring the face-off to the right of of the goaltender, Helen Sauter. Just given up one here, halfway through the match. And we're already halfway through the second period. Fast-moving game, hardly any penalties at all. None in the second period. I think there were just 2 in the first. All right, now at mid-ice, number 20 for St. Louis Park, Sydney Schwartzentruber. And she loses it now to Thorson. And at mid-ice, gets by Voigt. Getting there now is number 8 for the Storm. That is Berkeley Hoff. Hoff now gets prevented by Hess. Now playing it for the Storm, number 10, Hayden Bright. Now at the top of the circle, and the quick shot. Rebound in front, puck loose, gets cleared away and into the neutral ice. A near miss there for the Storm. Back to play it, Sarah Stauber for the Storm. Quickly now at the blue line, now at mid-ice, and it's picked up by number 55, Rowan Jansen, the senior. Now number 20, Schwartzentruber. She gets skated off. Shot from the point. Hess almost gets all the way through. Now coming on the near side. Hess can't get it, but guess who does? Lucy Johnson. Johnson now comes in, goes left, right, centering pass. She's open. Can't quite get it to go. I think that was intended for number 13. I can't get that number, unfortunately. And now behind the net, Stauber kept in on the far boards nicely for St. Louis Park. That's Hashka, Sophie Hashka, the senior. Now puck loose right in front. Into the corner now. And St. Louis Park Royals putting some pressure on for the first time. There's sustained offensive pressure in the second period. Now 6:25 to go. Lucy Johnson has it on the near boards, getting harassed. Gets it into the zone, nevertheless. Now coming in, looking for a teammate to pass it to, centers it, but there was Storm there to prevent the pass from connecting. And now back on the other end. 2 1-on-2 is number 4 for the Storm. That is Haley Komarek, and she gets skated off the puck, and now Lucy Johnson takes a hit. And now gives the puck up to number 13 for the St. Louis Park Royals, Taylor Voigt. And that wrist shot taken by number 18, Beach. Now right on her knee, takes a shot, and it gets deflected in front. Park Royals putting the pressure on here now, late in the second period. Now Geyser behind the net. Hess off the bench will skate around and try it, breaking it out on the other side. As this St. Louis Park Royals team putting the pressure on, and now the Malachi crunch in front of the net, and the save by Stauber. And if you remember the Happy Days sitcom from the 70s, that was the Malachi crunch. Look at Lucy Johnson with the stick handling and beautiful pass in front. The defense was just there, though, in time to prevent that score. Meanwhile, the clock is stopped with 5:26 to go in period number 2. Face off to the goaltender Helen Sauter's left, controlled by St. Louis Park. Hopkins along the far boards, kept in though, at least momentarily, by the Storm, and now they poke it into the neutral zone. Now playing it back. 21 with it, Sarah Stauber. Does she ever take a break? It's seemingly on the ice at all times. Now on the far side, playing off the carom, trying to get it through is number 10, that's Hayden Bright. She's got some quickness, puck loose in front, picked up by number 12, Hazel Schenkelberg. Now she breaks out with it with a pass to Ella Kothi. Kothi now comes in, gets skated off the puck. Hellstrom tries to keep it in, but now the Storm break it out to neutral ice with 4:42 remaining. Intercepted by number 5, Kothi. For St. Louis Park, no score here in the second period, under 5 to go. Now behind the net, played by number 19, Stella Lapointe. Lapointe, outlet pass to a wide open number 9, Reese Costley. Excuse me, that was number 8, Berkeley Hoff, and she'll skate and off for the change. St. Louis Park gets it behind the net, 4:17 remaining. Played by Thorson for the Storm. Now to the near side, quick shot by number 21, again, Sarah Stauber, the junior defenseman, and Sauter, S-A-U-T-T-R, stops Stauber, S-T-A-U-B-E-R, for that save. They don't have shots on goal stats on the scoreboard here, but clearly the Storm have outshot the Park Hopkins Royals, but the only stat that matters, and that was a near miss by number 3, Reagan Hoganson, the sophomore. That was a quick wrist shot, just went wide left. There she is again. Now she gives it up, high wrist shot caroms off the backboards to the near side. Now the wrist shot, or the slap shot, I should say, taken by number 18, Stella Lapointe. How's that for a hockey name? Good French northern name there. Okay, now wrist shot, puck loose in front of the goal. On the rebound, you knew sooner or later the Storm kept putting pressure on, and there's their celebration in front of the net. That goal comes with 3:40 to go in period number 2. Let's see if we can dissect what happened here. There it was at the point, skating in and just put the puck on net and hope for good things to happen, and she gave up the rebound, and that's when the trouble ensues, and the rebound put in, I believe by, I couldn't tell who that was. We'll listen to the PA announcer and I'll bring it to you. Meanwhile, now we're tied at 2 with 3:40 to go in the second. Broadcasting from the outdoor rink at St. Louis Park. Okay, here's the announcement. I think it went to Haley Komarek, I thought he said. It's a little muffled, so I didn't quite hear it. Suffice to say, we're tied at 2 as we approach the 3-minute mark of the second period. Now puck played by number 24 for St. Louis Park. That is Summer Sir. And now played back in by Stauber for the Storm. And they have got to feel a little pep in their step here late in the second. And St. Louis Park looking to go back up here by 1. And now taken away by Lucy Johnson. Johnson, beautiful outlet pass, hits number 15, Voigt. Voigt now skates in over the line, gets it poke checked away momentarily, picked up though by St. Louis Park, and it gets poke checked away again. And now along the boards and not quite kept in. And now St. Louis Park Hopkins controls that neutral ice. They'll shoot it back into the zone. Storm back there to pick it up. 2:23 remaining in the period. Coming out to neutral ice, played by number 21, Casey Hellstrom. Hellstrom now to the far side to number 11, Katie Geiser. She got the scoring going in the first period. Now Schenkelberg, here she comes. Got nifty moves, that freshman. She can really skate out there, and she can handle that puck, and she's got lightning quick speed and wrist shots. And she tries to come up with the puck again. Now the Storm try to clear the zone, kept in nicely. Hellstrom coming over there, 21 to keep it in the zone. Now there's an open Schenkelberg in front. They couldn't quite get her in time, and the puck stays mired out on the far side, and now the Storm clear the zone with 1:44 remaining, and that's gonna come all the way on net. An easy save for Stauber. She pushes it out, and now here come the Park Hopkins Royals across the line. That is Schenkelberg getting ahead of speed on her. Centering pass, no one there but Thorson for the Storm. Actually, that was number 15 skating that in. Or excuse me, number 16 for St. Louis Park. That was Raina Steckline with that rush. Now here's Schenkelberg, number 12. Plays it along the far boards to number 5. That was Kothi, and now coming in is Schenkelberg. The Storm do a nice job of keeping enough players back to prevent any breakaways. And now 1 minute remaining in the second period. We're tied at 2 in the second. Now the Storm come out of their own zone at neutral ice. That's number 8, Berkeley Hoff. Hoff now along the near side and the circle into the corner. Thorson couldn't quite get it as the puck took a weird carom out of that corner. Now played along the board. Schenkelberg clears the zone. Played at neutral ice though by number 18, Addison Bentler. And now a whistle, and I believe an offsides is going to be called, and that will stop the clock with 32.4 seconds remaining. And we are broadcasting live from the ROC in St. Louis Park on Celebrating Hockey Day in St. Louis Park. A new tradition they're starting, the first annual. Glad to be a part of it here on ParkTV 16 Sports, and glad you're with us on this broadcast. Now, Voigt on the far side, 24 seconds remaining. Park trying to get a lead here before intermission. That would be just what the doctor ordered if you're a Park Hopkins fan. Now back out at neutral ice, and Geiser turns on it. Now the Storm have another opportunity, and another offsides clearly was called. That'll stop the clock with exactly 10.0 seconds remaining. Face-off will come just outside the blue line. And Face-off controlled by the Storm. They played into the zone, 6 seconds remaining. Puck now along the near boards, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will do it for the second period. We're tied at 2 after 2. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Stay with us for period number 3.
Back home, I had to learn to live with the scars, both visible and invisible. Having someone on your side means everything.
DAV helps veterans like LaToya get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year.
My victory is overcoming my wounds so I can help other veterans.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. We are bringing you girls varsity hockey featuring the St. Louis Hopkins Park Royals taking on the Lakeshore Storm from the North Shore of Lake Superior. And I just found out that they are a conglomeration of 3 schools that make up the North Shore Storm. That's Duluth Marshall High School, Silver Bay, and 2 Harbors. So now that we've got that cleared up, 17 minutes on the clock. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're tied at 2. I expect a very exciting, entertaining third period. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us, and we're underway. St. Louis Park, Hopkins in orange and blue, going left to right in this third period. They led 2-1 after 1, and the lone goal was scored by the North Shore Storm to tie it up at 2, and here we are with 17 minutes to go. Shot taken by number 19, far corner was for the Storm. Stella Lapointe now playing it to the near side as Park Hopkins Royals try to clear the zone. They struggled with that early in the second period. They picked up speed, and now a shot and a goal. And that was a big time shot by number 21, Sarah Stauber, with the big slap shot from the top of the circle, and there was no doubt about where this shot was going. She was wide open there and just came right in and slapped it right in the upper left-hand corner and found the back of the net for a quick goal for the Storm. And so now they have the advantage. That goal comes with 16-12 remaining in the match. And now St. Louis Park, they were 0-4 coming into this one, looking for their first win, and now they're playing from behind for the first time tonight in the third. Plenty of time left, but they're gonna have to get their offense going. And now we got a whistle behind the net as the goaltender Stauder lost her stick there momentarily, and it looked, there appears the goal came off its mooring there, so the referee over there to fix it. And there we've got it into place. 16:03 remaining, and the Storm control the puck on the faceoff, and a quick wrist shot misses wide right. That was taken by number 15, Julia McGiffert. Now loose again as the Royals try to clear the puck here. They're gonna have to find some offense, and now Schenkelberg, she's got plenty of it, the freshman. Now Lucy Johnson gets it poke checked away off her stick, and now the Storm take it right back in the Royal zone, and now they finally cleared. Schenkelberg here at middle ice. That is Hazel Schenkelberg, and now behind the net, it was taken away by Stauber. She got that last goal, and she is everywhere on defense, and now she's got the offensive goal to go with her defense. Complete player there for the Storm. Now, St. Louis Park, Hopkins at mid-ice. Lucy Johnson gets it skate off her stick, and now the Storm take control again, only to be taken back by Lucy Johnson, who dumps it into the zone, and St. Louis Park Hopkins will change on the fly. Schenkelberg comes in on the forecheck. Steckline now comes along the near boards to keep it in, and they do. And Kathy right in front, and how she saw Hellstrom from the back of her. She must have eyes in the back of her head, because look at this pass in the corner. There's the Hellstrom out there wide open, and she got her wide open in the slot, just what you wanted. And the goaltender, Bentler, the freshman, came over and made a brilliant save. That was an almost for sure goal, it seemed. Meanwhile, play goes on, and Park Hopkins still down one here, 3-2. Hellstrom, though, plays it into the zone, and she'll skate after it. Getting there first, though, for the Storm is Stella Lapointe. Now playing it along the far side, collision there behind the net, and the Royals doing a nice job now keeping the puck now in the Storm zone. Sustained pressure here. That shot gets deflected in front. Now coming away with it, number 2 is Sydney Erickson, the junior. And now 4 with it. That is Komarek for the Storm. She now backhands it to Erickson. And now coming away with it for St. Louis Park was number 15, Sophia Kotla, and now she'll skate off. Now picking it up for St. Louis Park, number 16, Louisa Beach. Now to the corner, Schenkelberg, she's dangerous. They can get her loose in front. Could result in a goal. Now, outlet pass, intercepted by number 55, Rowan Jansen. Now the wrist shot deflected in front, right on the doorstep, and another near miss for the Royals as they try to tie this one up with 13.5 minutes to go. Cross-rink pass successful. Hits number 8 for the Storm, that's Hoff. And now St. Louis Park will outlet it. Rowan Jansen gets it deflected. Now centering pass right in front, just missed. That was a golden opportunity for the Storm that just went by the wayside. Now outlet pass to number 20. That is Schwarzentruber. She's got 3 with her. Centering pass intended for Hess, and it skates through her into the corner. Rowan Jansen now comes up with it. She's met by 2 Storm, and now here's Thorson. She's got a goal tonight. She's their leading scorer, coming right in and puts the shot in, a save by Stauber. What a great save by number 33, her best of the night, as that was basically a mini breakaway for the leading scorer, Nina Thorson, coming right in as they tried to present the cross path, and she delayed a little bit, tried to walk the dog with the puck, so to speak, but that did not fool big number 33. Now the big slap shot, didn't get a lot on it, taken by number 18, Addison Bentler. Now played along the far boards for the Park Orioles, number 15, Voigt, and they managed to get it out to neutral ice. That's Lucy Johnson, the experienced senior. Pushes the puck into the Storm zone. 12.5 minutes approximately remaining in the match. And now the puck's gonna come all the way down, and they're gonna wave off icing, so it's a race. Who's gonna get there first? It looks like number 3 is Hoshka for St. Louis Park, but the Storm come away with it behind the net. Centering pass out front, and that's gonna be no call there. Now coming away, that Springs Voigt, 2-on-1. She beats the defense, coming right in and scores it. Are you kidding me? What a goal! And it may be controversial because it appeared there may have been a trip that sprung the 2-on-1 right here. Judge for yourself. Played by number 15, McGifford. Is that an inadvertent play or a trip? No call. Looked like she was looking for it, and that set this chain of events. And rather than play it, she burned right by the defender and went low to the left side and beat the goaltender, Emmy Bentler, and we're tied now at 3. That goal comes with 12:01 remaining, and now Schenkelberg for the face-off will go against the Storm's number 4, Komarek. Great match here. Cassidy Voigt gets the goal, and now they want more. Schenkelberg crossways to Hellstrom. She had to reach for it. Great pass, that Schenkelberg. Now behind the net. Great match here on celebrating Hockey Day in St. Louis Park, the first annual of many more to come. ParkTV 16 Sports, we're glad to be part of it. Now Hellstrom tried to go short side, puck loose, as Bentler couldn't smother it, and now here comes the Storms, and that is Stauber. She's got a goal also tonight. Now at mid-ice, and now it gets passed, and now they'll chase it. That's Conti trying to intercept it, and the forecheck was Schenkelberg, and now behind her was Geyser. Storm now play it down, and it's going to be an icing call on them this time, and that will stop the clock with 11:04 remaining. And we've got 3s on the board. 3 for the home team, Orioles, or the Royals, I should say. 3 for the Storm. We're in the third, 11:04 to go. What more would you want on a late November Saturday afternoon on a somewhat balmy day for this time of year in Minnesota? It was 41 degrees when I drove out there. The temperature has been dropping, though, throughout the match, but these players don't notice it. Now in front and tipping at it just barely. Rowan Jansen almost had a goal there to put him up 4-3, but instead we remain tied at 3. Now coming out with it is the tempo and starting to pick up here, and that puck comes all the way in as crashing into the boards was number 8 for the Storm, Berkeley Hoff, and now a whistle as Helen Sauter makes another save. But that's been much improved sustained pressure on the offensive end by the Royals in that last bit of period there. There's 10:36 remaining, and here is that last replay. That wrist shot right on target. The rebound was right there for the taking. Unable to capitalize. Now, Royals win the face-off. Now they break out in the middle. That's number 20 with it. Schwartzentruber behind the net. Storm player goes down to her knees, gets back up. Well, pushing and shoving. Now with it on the far corner. That is Schwarzenberger, and that shot put on net. Rebound now behind the net. Royals playing much better sustained offense here in the third. Now Storm break it out to neutral ice. Picked up by number 8. And she almost goes down, but gets harassed, and the puck is poked off her stick. Now at mid-ice, that's number 15, Julia McGiffert. And she runs into a couple Royals players. Very physical play by both teams out here. Fair, honest, physical play, good hockey here. Geyser behind the net. Gets it poke-checked away as the other Royals were changing on the fly. Now she has her help. And now along the far boards, gets by Schenkelberg. Nice poke check out of the zone, played by number 16 for the Storm, Walker. Now back in the Royals zone. Storm pick it up. That's number 4 with it. Komarek. Now Stauber shoots a puck wide right. Luke Karam's off behind the boards. Now back at mid-ice. Picked up by 16, Walker again. Cross rink pass to Stauber. Now Schenkelberg has it. And she gets the give and go and couldn't get it to go. Lucy Johnson was behind her. Now she loses it. And there's going to be a trip on Lucy Johnson. It was inadvertent. You could see her body language. She's like, what was I supposed to do? And it was inadvertent, but it's not going to matter right here as the players collide, and it was just an inadvertent trip, wasn't it? But tripping all the same, and so that's going to give the Storm a 2-minute advantage. That will come with 9 minutes to go. And let's see, Lucy Johnson taking her time. And I guess they're going to call that on Schenkelberg. I thought it was Lucy Johnson. Use that replay again. I don't know, Paul. That looked like Lucy Johnson, but nevertheless, Schenkelberg in the cooler for 2 minutes. Storm trying to break the tie, and they've got a great opportunity with a player advantage, although the last time I think they did, it felt like the Royals were on the power play, but this time they got a shot right on net. Sauter makes the save, couldn't control the puck though, so we play on. Now behind the net, Hess trying to clear it out to the near side, kept in along the near boards by 19, Lapointe for the Storm. Now Thorson, the leading scorer, totally in control out there, except for that pass, just as I say that. A miscue, and they'll have to regroup at mid-ice with Stauber. Now back to Thorson, getting harassed by Rowan Jansen. Thorson, look at how well she can skate right around these players. Puts it right on net, rebound in front. Nobody there for the Storm to capitalize. Now another centering pass and good defense, putting her nose in there on defense, and now getting it out of there. Number 9 for the Royals, Harmstrom, playing great defense during that last sequence, and there's Thorson. Pushing and shoving a little bit, but right here, Thorson just skating around everybody, coming right in. Great goaltending work by Sauter. Gave up the rebound, and we've got a stoppage with now 7:54 to go in the third. Face off to the right of Sauter, controlled by the Royals. Now kept in along the near boards in the zone by 19, Lapointe. Still digging for it. Lucy Johnson in there for the Orioles. Now LaPointe comes away with it. Now Johnson takes it right away from her. And now she's at mid-ice, and she'll backhand it into the zone. And the Royals will chase it. Number 16 coming in. That is Steckline. Now played in her own zone. Number 9, that is Costly. And now taken away by 16 again. That's Steckline. And all the way back into the Storm zone. As we now just have 13 seconds remaining in the player advantage. And now Geyser gets it poke checked away. Loose at mid-ice. 5 seconds remaining in the player advantage. 2 seconds, 1 second. Sheckelberg breaks out of the box and she'll play. And both teams at full strength, so the Royals kill off that penalty here as we are now getting to the later stages of the match here in period number 3, Geyser. And we've got Schenkelberg slow to get up at mid-ice, took a collision there. Looks like she's gonna be okay. She skates into the zone. Puck now, meanwhile in the corner, Schenkelberg chases it. And she catches up with Stauber on that far corner. Now a nice outlet pass to number 2, Sydney Erickson. Erickson now chases it in the Royal zone. And it gets poke checked away nicely by the Royals, number 7, I believe. Now the Storm trying to get some pressure on it. We're tied here at 3. Now here comes Schenkelberg with a mini breakaway, trying to get the angle, coming right in on the goaltender. Puck loose right in front. She didn't know where it was. Both Royals are down in the corner. They get up. Now Cothi comes in and puts a short-sighted goal on that. It's blocked in front. Now in the corner, and losing control of it momentarily was Cothi. And the puck still stays in the zone. They're on sides if they can keep it in there, and they do. Nicely done by the Royals. Number 19, Lainey Hartley, the sophomore. Now the Storm finally break the zone at mid-ice. That's number 4, Komarek. Now with it for the Royals. They play it off the boards. A nice pass, just misses the mark. It was intended for Cothi. She was going to rebound it off there like a pool shot. And just let her too much into the zone, and that will stop the clock now with 5:23 to go. And here's this almost near breakaway by Schenkelberg. Just a freshman out there, folks. Coming right in to get the angle and just ran out of ice, didn't she? She goes down. Players all over the ice. This is great high school hockey action. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. Now the face-off just outside the blue line. Clock underway, counting down here. If they're tied, they will play a form of overtime. We'll have to brush off our overtime rules if that is the case. But meanwhile, here comes number 20, Schwarzentruber, as she gets skated off the puck. Hess now goes down in the corner along with the Storm player. Centering pass goes through everybody all the way out to Rowan Jansen at the point on the near side. She'll play it along the boards, now behind the net. Picked up by Stauber, number 21 for the Storm. Now Thorson along with her, and now it's taken away niftily behind the net by Schwarzentruber. Now Thorson comes up with it. She clears the zone, and going down is the Storm player, and picking it up for the Royals is Amelia Harmston on defense. Kept in at the point, though, by LaPointe. Now here come the Royals. Voigt skates in. Deep into the circle in the zone, around behind the net, looking for someone coming off the bench. Lucy Johnson has it, coming in with a full head of steam, and she just got it poke checked off her stick. Now she goes down, and there's going to be a penalty coming up on the Storm, I believe. Thorson is going to get called. That may be roughing, tackling, what have you, but number 7 is going to go to the cooler for 2 minutes, their leading scorer. And here, let's go to the replay and analyze what happened here. There's Thorson as she goes down. Boy, it looked worse when I first saw it than it did there, but nevertheless, Thorson's in the box, and this is a golden opportunity with 4:09 to go for the Royals. 2 minutes on the board. They've got a bunch of momentum on offense here going in the third period, and now with a player advantage, let's see if they can take advantage at home on Celebrating Hockey Day. And there's their first attempt. The wrist shot low to the ice, taken by Amelia Harmston, the freshman, and the save made by the freshman Bentley. 4:02 remaining in the match. We're tied at 3. outcome hanging in the balance here, and that puck does elude Hemstrid at the point, and she's going to have a race on her hands. She gets there first and skates back around. Coming up with it on the near side was number 18, Beach. Now Hellstrom tried to get it to Voigt. That would have been a hard pass to connect, and the Storm clear it immediately. 1:25 and counting remaining in the player advantage. 3.5 minutes to go in the match, regulation. Now coming out with it is Cass Voigt. She's got it going there speedily and easily gets it poke checked off her stick. And now we're gonna have a penalty on Cothi. That's gonna be a hook. And she's gonna go in the box, and that will nullify the player advantage. That penalty comes with 3:18 to go. Number 21's gonna get the box. Yes, Casey Hellstrom on the hook. Right. Let's see, here's the replay. It's arguable like most calls, but understandable. 2 minutes for hooking is the official call, and now both teams will be at full strength for the next 55 seconds, and then the Storm will go on a player advantage for about a minute. Under 3 to go. Hess right in front, and Scheckelberg had a wide open net as she fanned on the shot. Puck now loose behind the net. Coming away with it, Stauber, outlet pass along the near board, successful to number 8, Hoff, and she'll skate off as the puck comes into the Royal zone. Both teams at full strength here for another 14 seconds, 12 seconds, and then the Storm will go on the power play. Lucy Johnson now meanders into the zone, now along the near boards, and in 4 seconds, Thorson's gonna be coming out. And not quite yet. Now she should be coming out. Now the Storm have the player advantage for the next 49 seconds. Now we got a whistle and a stoppage. That'll come with 2:06 remaining. And North Shore will get a face-off in the Royal zone, and I think we have a timeout on the ice, the first one of the evening taken by the North Shore Storm. So that might give us a chance. You read my mind, Paul, the producer. What is the upcoming schedule ahead for the Royals? That they're looking for their first win tonight of the season. After tonight, they'll host Waconia here at the Rec Center, and then they go all the way out to Marshall. Then they're at Visitation in St. Paul, Mendota Heights. Then Sartell, Sauk Rapids, Northern Tier. I'm not quite sure what that would be. Moose Lake area speaks for itself. North Wright County, kind of know where that is as well. And I didn't know Wright County was big enough to have a north or a south. First time I've seen that. And then at Anoka, and that should probably wind out their regular season for prior to the holidays. I'm sure they'll be in holiday tournaments. Meanwhile, North Shore, they'll be heading back up north and playing schools much closer to them. Cloquet, Esco, Cokato, Pine City on the way up 35W, Superior Spartans, International Falls on the border. Then a little closer to Minneapolis, Sartell, Sauk Rapids, St. Cloud area, Rock Ridge, not sure where that is. Northern Lakes, I assume it's up north with a bunch of lakes up there, and then at Minnesota River. So these hockey names are different. A lot of schools merge players where they don't have enough interest in their own school, and so they come up with these cool names like North Shore, which again is Duluth Marshall High School, Silver Bay, and Two Harbors. Beautiful drive up there along, what is that, Highway 61 up there, Lake Superior. Just an awesome, awesome site. All right, now, play back underway. Storm with the player advantage. I'm sure that's why they call it, to get a strategy here to try to put this one away on the road late. With the player advantage, 33 seconds remaining. 1:48 to go in the match. Quick wrist shot, deflected in front. skips behind the net. Now at the top of the circle, number 15, McGifford. Now McGifford, oh, did that come out? It did. Stauber couldn't quite keep it in. The linesman was right on it. No protest from the Storm. Good call by the official. Faceoff comes outside the zone. 13 seconds left in the player advantage. 1:31 to play in the match. We're tied. Lucy Johnson almost got one there. Could have sprung herself for a breakaway. Not quite though. Now Stauber into the zone. She has a goal tonight. Stops, tried to pass it, fans on it. Lucy Johnson comes away with it. They've got a 3-on-1 here temporarily. Johnson 2-on-1 coming in. Pass right in front. And did it go in? It did. What a goal with 1:08 to go. Lucy Johnson broke away, came in on the right side and put a perfect pass on the stick of Schenkelberg to put them up by 1 with 1:08 to go. What a goal this is. Right here, took her time, the patience, slid it right through the defender and put it right on net, and in it went to the backhand. Schenkelberg, contact after the play, and the freshman, I've been speaking her praises all game long. She's quite a talent, and she put them up 4-3 late in the third, and now timeout on the ice for the Royals. And they are super excited over there, but they've got to keep their heads here. 1:08 to go, plenty of hockey left, and this is a very dangerous North Shore Storm team. So you gotta learn how to win here, and that's keep your composure all the way throughout. The game is not over till it's all the way over. And I think that's exactly why the coach is calling timeout. That's why I would be calling timeout, is to settle them down, keep them level-headed. They haven't won anything yet, I would remind them. And they've just got to follow the training and the practice and just play good foundational hockey, and they should take this one and get their first win on Celebrating Hockey Day. And what a conclusion to their first annual Celebrating Hopkins Park Hockey. It started at 10 a.m. this morning, 10:30. They had matches at 11:45, 1 o'clock. Junior varsity at 2, under 12 at 2:15. The varsity going on right here to conclude the day-long celebration, the first annual in St. Louis Park. And I think it's a great idea. They had the little midgets here with the opening introductions. They had a little mini game in between periods 1 and 2. And you could just see how excited the little squirts are out there in their hockey skates. Next year's stars, the future stars of high school hockey in this area. Just an excellent community, St. Louis Park. Okay, now Storm, they're done talking about it. Here comes Schenkelberg. She got that goal. She tapped the ice. What a competitive spirit she's displaying, as they all are on both teams. Now Hess behind the net. And the Storm have pulled their goalie. They've got a player advantage. Empty net now, and now it comes out to neutral ice. Keep an eye on the clock. 50 seconds remaining. Now the Storm, the leading scorer, Thorson, skates it in over the line. Again, their goal is empty. Wrist shot from the point. Rebound in front. Puck was on Thorson's stick. She gets pushed from behind, and there's the goal. And we're tied again. That didn't take long. And the player advantage, pulling the goalie, worked. Oh, painful lesson here for the Royals. They thought they had this, and they still might, but they're going to have to work a little more. And now we're tied at 4 with 38.3 seconds remaining. And that is the deflated Royals team there. Couldn't quite keep it out of the net, but we still got 37 seconds to go, and in high school sports, as we say, it's never over till it's all the way over. All right, now behind the net, 28 seconds remaining. Played around to the near boards. Now loose in front, almost an opportunity there for Hess, I thought, or Voigt. And now an icing call. That's going to bring it back into the Storm zone, so an opportunity here for the Royals. Here comes Schenkelberg urging on her teammates. She's clearly already, as a freshman, becoming the emotional leader out there, directing traffic, out here talking to her team, getting them jacked up as she comes in to take the face off. That is awful impressive by Schenkelberg. Okay, now Schenkelberg trying to get the puck. 9 seconds remaining in the corner. Now she comes in to help out her teammate to get it back in front. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will do it. We're tied at 4. That means we're going to overtime. That's the end of regulation. And I don't remember what the rules are, Paul, but we'll come on back for overtime in just a moment.
A mother.
And I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
We're back at ParkTV 16 Sports, streaming live on YouTube, bringing you the final match of Celebrating Hockey Day in St. Louis Park. And we are tied at 4 going to overtime. And if you're just joining us, go back and rewind and watch this match. It's been a great hockey game, great action on defense and on offense. And now we have overtime as the Storm tied it up after St. Louis Park. Hopkins went out in front with 1:08 to go. They pulled their goaltender, the Storm did, tied it up, and now here we are, 8 minutes on the board. And is it sudden death, Paul? I believe it is. Sudden death now. 8 minutes on the board. If they no score after 8, they'll end in a tie. Hopkins Park looking for their first win on the year at home. Now Schenkelberg skates out, gets by that defender, and she's got some open ice. Into the zone of the Storm, Schenkelberg. She got the go-ahead goal with a 1:08 to go, and now centering pass and the shot and the nice pad save with the left pad by Bentler, the freshman. Beats the freshman. Now the Storm back in the zone. Schenkelberg picks it up in her own zone. Backhands it out to mid-ice, and she'll chase it along with Storm. And now Schenkelberg really picking up her game here late. Behind the net now, right in front, and the one-timer taken by Voigt. Another shot caroms to the corner, as that was a skate save by Bentler, the goaltender. She is getting her work done here. Now another shot just goes by the wayside in the crease, into the corner now. And now Park just dominating the overtime as Kofi gets a shot on goal. That was headed to the back of the twine. I had a unique angle look at that one, and that was niftily scooped up with that left glove by the goaltender, Emmy Bentler. And there are some impressive 9th grade freshman hockey players out on the ice for both teams tonight. All right, now both teams change. 6:34 remaining in the sudden death overtime. And right in front, Rowan Jansen had a golden opportunity on the doorstep and couldn't get it to go. Great save by Bentler again. Now on the near side, playing it is Voigt. Centering pass right on the doorstep again. My goodness, the Royals are getting their best scoring opportunities all night long here in overtime and just not able to quite convert. But that momentum could carry through to a goal here now as we approach 6 minutes to go. Backhanding it for the Royals was Amelia Harmston. Now coming in, slow rolling puck. Those are so dangerous for the goaltender. You see the players skating at you at full speed and waiting for that puck to get there. But look at this sequence back at the other end, right on the doorstep. Sydney Schwartzentruber almost had the game winner there. Meanwhile, face-off back in the Royal zone, where the puck has hardly been at all in the overtime until right now. Now that glove save directs the puck into the corner. Playing there, coming away with it, maybe. Which team? And it's number 21 for the Royals, Casey Hellstrom, as she goes down on the corner. Now, Kofi Bounces it off the boards to herself, gets by the defender. Now she's got open ice. 3-on-3 coming in, turning, fanning on it. And that turns it over to Stauber and the Storm, and now she's a good player. Look out on open ice, she's dangerous. Almost gets it poke checked away from behind by Hellstrom, just laying it all on the line there, diving for that puck. Able to interrupt that rush by Stauber. Now here comes Schenkelberg with 5:05 to go in the overtime. Coming in, goes to the right side, loses control, right in front. Chance there for Voigt momentarily, or excuse me, Kolke. Now Harstrom at the point. Passes on the shot, passes it in the corner instead. Royals, number 4, Hess. Now into the corner, nobody there. There'll be a race to it. Stauber gets there first on defense for the Storm. 4:33 remaining, and now an icing call gonna come against the Storm, and that will stop the clock with 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. We're tied at 4. We're in sudden death overtime, and you are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. My name is Robert Christensen. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast as much as I am. This has been a great hockey game here, regardless of the outcome. All right, now, Royals. Steckline on net and scooped up and swallowed up by Bentler, the freshman goaltender. Another one of the many excellent players on the ice this afternoon. It's been an honor and a privilege to broadcast. It's just great excitement. Now, Steckline winds up, and it took a little too long. That allowed the defenseman to come over, Costly, to interrupt that shot. Needed to be quicker, didn't it? Now, Steckline trying to get it for the Royals, but she gets outplayed by number 9, Costly, on that sequence. Now coming back away with it is Steckline. Outlet pass on the money. Another pass on the money. Lucy Johnson at mid-ice with 3 Storm all around her. Single-handedly coming in. Gets it poke checked into the corner. And now the Storm come away with it on the near side. And now coming back away with it is Beach. Beach, she's got a player on her right, and it gets deflected right back out. Now the Storm come away with it, and they break into the neutral zone. That is Kornacek. And now Geyser gets there as the Storm do a mass change. Geyser outlet pass to Schenkelberg, but look out, here comes Thorson. They didn't see her. She comes in on the doorstep, and the rebound, and another save by number 33, Helen Sauter. She is unconscious out there in her goaltending. She stops 2 point-blank shots, one by Thorson coming right in on the doorstep. Gave up a plum rebound. She had all kinds of net, and she made the other save. This time robbing number 8, Berkeley Hoff, with that opportunity. 3:22 to go. Face-off, shot on goal. Another save by Sauter. Great goaltending by both sides tonight. 3:19, clock stopped. Overtime hockey. Face-off. This time the Storm control it again. Almost intercepted. Outlet pass on her knee. Schenkelberg. What great vision. Great creativity in just seeing that play. Couldn't quite connect with Rowan Jansen, as she was almost like a wide receiver looking for the bomb pass. All right, now here comes number 8 for the Storm. That is Berkeley Hoff. She gets skated off the puck. Thorson in there. Schenkelberg trailing her. Now out in front. That's number 10 with it. Costly. Rebound to number 8, Hoff. Hoff now in the corner. Puck now in the corner. Rowan Jansen bats at it. Now Hess. She'll spin around. Outlet pass intercepted by Thorson. Look out here. Storm right in front. Boy, those turnovers deep in your own zone are very dangerous. Always great opportunities for the scoring team. And there is Sauter again with another save. I think I did hear one stat by Howard, the PA announcer. Storm had 13 shots on goal in the 3rd period alone. They might be nearing 40 to 50 shots in this match. Sauter has been one busy bee in nets for the Royals. Now with 2:21 to go, the face-off, and Stauber puts that one just left of the goal, rebounds back, and the Storm now controlling of late here in this 8-minute overtime with 2:10 to go. Now kept in at the point and finally broken out, and it's going to be icing on the Royals, and that will bring the whistle and a stoppage with 2:02 remaining. And here's that replay. Stauber's wrist shot from the point that was a long way away, off the mark, deflected from the corner, which resulted in the next icing, and now a face-off. Sauter's right. Controlled by the Storm again here. Under 2 to go in overtime. And if there's no goal in the next minute and 52, we'll leave this one as a tie, which in some respects would be a victory for the Royals since they don't have any points yet. They're 0-4. They'll get a point with the tie. All right, now here comes Kothi into the zone. They don't want a tie. They want a goal here. Nothing better than your first win of the year. All right, now here comes the Storm. They break it out. They might have a little thing going here. That's number 8. Hoff coming right in. She gets skated off the puck nicely by Geyser, along with Schenkelberg. Now the Storm with 1:13, lose it. Get it back. Pass in front. Thorson fans on it, as that was Hellstrom coming back to steal it away from her. Now Thorson repays the favor, coming behind Hellstrom, and now an offside is going to be called. And that will stop the clock with 58.9 seconds remaining. What a hockey game this has been. All right, now face-off will occur outside the zone, following the offsides, won by Schenkelberg. Harmston plays it into the zone, but that's Stauber with it. Nice, nifty, crisp pass. Now to Thorson, can't control it. Hess on defense, now picked up by the Royals, number 9, Harmston. Harmston along the boards to Lucy Johnson. She gets to Schenkelberg, now back to Johnson at mid-ice. 37 seconds remaining. Johnson tries to get it into the zone, can't quite get there. Now she does, onside. Coming in on her own, Lucy Johnson, still with it, using her body to protect that puck from the defender nicely there. Now centering pass, gets all the way out to Harmston, and now a breakaway here for the North Shore Storm in front. Thorson, and a save by Sauter with 8 seconds to go. Will preserve the tie unless they can get one more rush. 2 seconds remaining. Another shot deflected in front, and that is the end of overtime and the match. And we're going to tie at 4 on this last tie-saving stop by the goaltender, Helen Sauter. And that will conclude our broadcast. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We tied at 4. Have a great night.